tail of the tape, you see that Sibrian, 2 years younger than that of Munguilla. Munguilla has a slight height advantage, slight reach in favor of Brook Sibrian. Also diving further beyond the numbers, we look at the experience. Just 2 more rounds for Munguilla. And we see that Munguilla has been a bit more active than that of Sibrian, but Sibrian coming in on a 3-fight win streak.
Touch him up. Back to your corner, ladies.
Our second rematch of the night. This one for the vacant WBC Women's International Light Flyweight Championship. Brook Sibrian looking for redemption, looking for repeating a performance. Gloria Munguilla. Sibrian had the Mexican and the flag of that of Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez. She trained with Chocolatito for years and said she learned so much under what he was able to do. She spent time in camp with him, as did her husband, who is her trainer, that being Jose Soto.
That means her work rate is going to be extremely high tonight. You know, she's going to be pulling on that memory of seeing Chocolatito work and seeing what it takes to be a winner.
Man, she's trying to put some pressure behind the jab early on here.
You see both these women like almost like a rubber band. They came right at each other.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did in their first matchup in January. Right hand over the top for Munguilla. Sibrian realizes now the fight went 5 rounds to 3 in favor of Gloria Munguilla. Sibrian felt that it should have been given to her, but it will be more definitive tonight. So says the 32-year-old, now residing in the Coachella Valley. Good right hand, and we see dueling chants of Gloria and also Brook as well. Oh, what a matchup between these two. This is both of theirs first 10-round matchup. So they went 8 rounds in the first fight. This obviously being a 10-rounder. And the winner of this matchup will likely punch their ticket to being ranked in the top 5 of the WBC light flyweight division.
That's the right hands on the inside by Sibrian.
Nice counter right there from Munguilla.
Yeah, right over the top of the jab. Sibrian is getting comfortable with the jab.
Right hand down the middle there by Munguilla, but back comes Sibrian. And that'll end the first round.
With that jab, one high.
Now back in January in Commerce, California, Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla met in a clash of light flyweight contenders. In an 8-round slugfest from bell to bell, former sparring partner Sibrian and Munguilla took no time feeling each other out, both going right at each other without taking a backward step. Sibrian did well in the middle rounds, stalking Munguilla and unloading in combination. Undeterred, Munguilla would find a home for overhand right and her uppercut, as many rounds could have gone either way. At the end of 8 action-packed rounds, it was Munguilla that edged all 3 official scorecards and setting up tonight's highly anticipated rematch with the WBC International title now at stake.
You know what? I like how they played that highlight reel in the arena with the background of Girls by Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys song Girls, giving them a double shout out, playing their highlight. And of course, a tribute to the women.
And a hell of a highlight, too.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely rock'em sock'em, and what I mean by that is not as much defense as there is offense. And this one was a cleaner first round, still a very close first round. But just in 1 round, 1.5 rounds now, it's much cleaner than that first fight was.
Yeah, but something tells me they're gonna wind up coming together. Yeah. You see Munguilla's trying to fight on the back foot a little bit, but she's not punching enough on the back foot. So I think eventually she may decide to just go at it.
Good right hand there that we saw from Munguilla, but back up Sibrian. Sibrian overhand right. Munguilla with the left hook, but Sibrian answers with the left hook of her own.
Sibrian's offense is cleaner. Munguilla's throwing, but she's not landing it so cleanly.
Yeah, Sibrian, she looks like she's just simply on a mission tonight. I know it's still, only 2 rounds in, but she looks very focused, and she looks like she has a game plan and she's actually implementing the game plan.
And it's interesting because coming into this fight, even though Munguilla was the victor in the first meeting, the odds favored Sibrian coming into this rematch.
Thought that was interesting. I think in 2 of our rematches, it's that way. The loser is actually the one who's expected to win. Early on in this fight, you can see why Sibrian is
I like how Sibrian cut off the ring a second ago too.
Sibrian looks to be very sharp. She's light on her feet, throwing that right to the body, and she landed upstairs.
Planting her feet well here.
Sibrian very sharp here tonight against Gloria Munguilla. Also, Sibrian coming up in weight to take this opportunity. And a left hook there by Sibrian. And that ends the second round. Brook Sibrian trained by her husband, Jose Soto.
Boom.
Meantime, for Munguilla, trained under the guidance of Jose Lopez Sr.
Like that. Boom.
He's sporting the old school ponies. Where'd he get those from?
Yeah.
But now stay there. Right?
Oh, those.
Keep your jobs up. You're doing great.
Maybe down in Nicaragua or something, you know?
Ah, there it is.
Shut out or you're not.
Very good round by both women. But this right here was what I really liked. I like the work coming from Sibrian. Punch selection was very clean.
Yeah.
She's tried to be very clean in both rounds, but this second round, very clean, very precise in this round. Nice counter right hands coming from Munguilla, but we got a nice little right hand to the body and a right hand to the head coming from Sibrian that round. Good round from her.
Round 3 beginning as Munguilla starting out double jab, going
Munguilla
right
coming out.
after Sibrian.
Munguilla coming out meaning business.
I think Munguilla knows that she's getting picked apart by Sibrian, at least in the early going. Sibrian very sharp in those first 2 rounds. Can she replicate it in the third?
I think Munguilla's got to get back on the front leg, the front foot, work that double again, and then play defense after you throw your punches. I think Munguilla's best route is to try to push back Sibrian.
I like how Sibrian's using that up jab. She bends down low and shoots that jab up high, so she keeps herself a small target for any return that comes back from Munguilla.
Body shot there by Brook
A
Sibrian.
nice hook right there from Sibrian. And we can say that Sibrian clearly is the ring general right now.
But Munguilla's trying to make an effort to hold her ground this round, guys. She threw a couple of good body shots in that last exchange, trying to return fire to Sibrian. There she goes again.
Nice left hook to the body by Munguilla. Under a minute left here in the third round.
Good defense.
But I think she could also use the up jab there. Slipping out underneath like that, she should be coming up with an up jab instead of sliding out after getting underneath those punches.
Yeah, you got to locate your opponent. For Munguilla, it starts with the jab, and that up jab, like you said, Paulie, is more than likely the best route to go because Sibrian, she comes in, she changes that level, she goes down a little bit.
Munguilla's trying to come under and over with that hook, though.
Right hand over the top there by Munguilla. Final moments of the third. Good left hook to the body there by Sibrian. Sibrian's got Munguilla against the ropes.
Nice.
And
I told you it was gonna debilitate it to that eventually.
Yeah.
I told you. They weren't gonna be able to hold off too much longer. They were gonna wind up slugging eventually.
That's exactly what they are doing here through 3.
Right? So every time
We gotta ask Jose Soto where he got those ponies. Now you got me thinking. Those are clean too.
Bring her back to this side. She's on.
As we look back at some of the action from the third round.
This might have been the best round so far of the fight, and from Munguilla. Nice body head from her, and then she went right back to the body, but left her head up there. Good body work coming from Munguilla that round. Very close round that was.
Yeah, good defense and ring generalship showed by Munguilla as well that round.
I agree.
Round 4 getting set to begin. I would say that was the best round that we saw from Munguilla, but I don't know if it was enough to warrant her getting the verdict there.
I'm trying to take the score here, right? It's a close round. I saw the highlights. I said, I think she won her round. But you're right. That was a very good round for Munguilla, both women. But post wasn't enough to give it to Munguilla. And also, let's remind everyone watching and listening, these judges have to judge each round based off of what happens in that round.
Yeah, no momentum.
That round alone. Yeah.
Yeah, individual. So it's like judging 10 individual fights instead of the 10 rounds as a whole. Good right hand there by Sibrian. Sibrian going right back on the attack.
Sibrian trying to take control again here. Trying to drive Munguilla back.
Ooh.
Nice uppercut there from Sibrian.
In the first fight, it was pretty even throughout the first 4 rounds, and then the second half, Munguilla took over. So Sibrian knows she has to build a bit of a lead because Munguilla does come on strong in the second half of the fight. Whereas if you're Munguilla, you can't give away too much of these early rounds and face such a big deficit.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that hole.
The funny thing is, like, the question is, how do I stop myself from getting in that hole? I'm a big proprietor on using that jab. That jab, you got to be consistent. And we see when Munguilla uses her jab, whether it's a single or a double, she's able to land it.
And Munguilla can be problematic. Ooh. There's a chopping right hand by Brook Sibrian. We are nearing the end of our 4th round between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. Right hand to the body by Munguilla. Right hand over the top, retaliating to Sibrian. That took to the body by Sibrian, and that ends the 4th round with authority as Brook Sibrian.
Tough one.
I would hate to be a judge in this matchup.
Yeah, I can tell you, it started to debilitate into that slugfest that we were talking about. Eventually, these two girls weren't going to be able to hold off.
Don't let her in
It
the
was
fight.
as advertised.
You're dominating.
This was what we expected.
And
But
as you can
don't-
see,
this is
I'm
where she's
taking
gonna
the
go.
responsibility
Where
of
she feels you may be
judging this
going.
fight. And there's a lot of lines in my favor. Good round from Sibrian. Listen, she's just continuing to push forward. I like that about her. Her game plan is simply to try to walk Munguilla down, out-punch her, outwork her, land the cleaner, sharper shots. She's able to do that. Mixed in the uppercut that round. Munguilla had her moments too, though. Just like in the first fight, not as many in the first fight. Munguilla has to pick it up from this round until this fight ends.
It is round 5. This one is scheduled for 10 between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. Brook Sibrian. Yeah, these matchups between, especially with Sibrian and Munguilla, how action-packed they are, they literally go by in an instant.
Yeah, especially, yeah, you're right. Like when it's going, it's like clap, you hear that clap already.
With them having 2 minutes, they have 120 seconds to operate, and it goes by even that much quicker, especially, and also those moments that they have of success, it could be the difference. One little exchange could make the difference and swing around in your favor.
Ooh,
Nice right hand by Brook Sibrian, a counter right.
Yeah, she sold it to the stomach.
Another right hand by
She sold that with her
Sibrian.
eyes looked down and then threw the right hand up top.
Munguilla leaving herself open, and she got tattooed, not by 1, but by 2 right hands from mighty Brook Sibrian. And Munguilla looking to retaliate, but we are still in the first
she's
half
going home for that right hand.
of this fight. Sibrian cracking Munguilla with that overhand right.
She pulled that straight left hand out, and I was like, oh, here it comes, and for sure, that overhand.
Now the left hook coming out for Sibrian.
Is
Under
it safe
30
to say,
seconds.
Paulie, I'm sorry to cut you, but is it safe to say that one being Sibrian did her homework, and Munguilla possibly didn't do as much homework?
And, you know, Sibrian looks like she's the one on a mission. You know, she didn't get that first decision, right? So she's on a mission. She's out for vengeance. She felt she won the first fight and was done wrong, you know, in her opinion. So, you know, she came to make this more definitive this time around, and that's how she's fighting this fight.
Sibrian lost the first fight back in January, 5 rounds to 3 in the eyes of the judges. So she is trying to make it absolutely definitive here in this rematch.
Yeah, she's fine with that chip on her shoulder.
Well, it could tell, and she's also boxing on her toes at times, utilizing the jab. And also, in this fight, Sibrian seems to be a bit sharper compared to the first fight.
I agree, yeah. It just seems to me like Sibrian is just mixing it up a little bit more. We got some big overhand rights coming from Sibrian this round. Big overhand rights. She's just stepping around, and then look, she'll pull her hand out a little bit, put that hand out there, and throw another bomb with that overhand right.
And what's impressive about Sibrian is she's not just waiting for Munguilla to throw. She is initiating her offense and creating her own offense.
Right. And mixing it up too. You know, it's fast chess. You know,
Yeah.
and we can see her actually playing fast chess tonight.
In the first fight, I thought from my standpoint, Paulie, it seemed like Sibrian waited a bit too much to wait for Munguilla to throw, then she would throw and vice versa. She's not waiting too much tonight.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? It seems like Munguilla's waiting just a little bit too much tonight. You know, and it's Sibrian who's just slightly ahead. Munguilla's landing her share of shots too, especially some good body shots. But it's just been Sibrian who's on the gas pedal a little better tonight.
The narrative has flipped because Munguilla was the one who was being a bit more aggressive in the first fight. Now Sibrian's being a bit more the aggressor here in this rematch.
And that's what rematches are about. Also, that's what getting better is about. Being able to look at yourself, look at fights, and say, what do I need to do better? What do I need to do more of? She understands clearly that fighting on her front foot, pushing Munguilla back is the best thing for her, Sibrian that is. And she's been very effective tonight doing that.
And not allowing Munguilla to just set her feet and throw and get proper leverage behind her punches.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's trying to dictate the pace of the fight, trying to dictate the way the fight is fought. So if Munguilla's going to win this fight, they're going to have to fight on Sibrian's terms. A nice jab there from Munguilla. She backs up Sibrian.
That poke that misses by Munguilla.
Sibrian has 4 knockouts. Munguilla has none. So it's pretty conceivable to say that if this fight were to end in a knockout, big stoppage, it would be Sibrian, not Munguilla. I feel like Munguilla's really dug a hole for herself, where it's coming to a point where a knockout is what she needs.
Yeah, we're halfway through now, so at this point we're around 6 out of 10. So the second 50% of this fight is in front of us. But it's Munguilla that has to step up here. Nice hook there from Sibrian. Again, you see Munguilla, it's not for lack of trying. It's just Sibrian's been just a little sharper, just a little more busy, and just a little more accurate.
And also defensively, Sibrian has those slight movements that keep her out of the range of Munguilla's punches. That ends the 6th. But those flurries at the end, if the judges give credit to that, they could maybe say, okay, maybe Munguilla stole a round or 2. That's not out of the realm of possibility either.
So what do I do here? Do I give her that round for stealing it right there?
I think overall, Sibrian was a bit busier and landed the bigger punches.
Do you think that judges need a consultant next to them for moments like this?
I think so.
Thank you for consulting me with this. I mean, that was a very good ending to the round for Munguilla. She was able to really put some punches together and go after Sibrian. I said this as this fight began. Munguilla's best advantage in this fight, best thing she should do, is push Sibrian back. When she does that, she's very successful. Another good round from both women. Close fight.
Now round 7 on the way here between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla as they go at it. Good right hand over the top there by Munguilla to commence the 7th round. And we hear the dueling chants once again here in Los Angeles. Good stiff jab by Munguilla. Now in the first fight, Munguilla took over in the second half of the fight. She's got to turn up the intensity here in round 7 especially, Paulie.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And now it's coming down to those, you know, those closing rounds where you want to finish strong. But I think it's more imperative on Munguilla to really step on the gas here.
Ooh, she came down with that right hand. Nice. See, this is the aggression. Munguilla needs to keep pushing forward and keep being aggressive.
Good stiff jab by Munguilla. But answering back is Sibrian. Sibrian with the jab, trying to back up Gloria Munguilla.
Look at this. I think Munguilla got Sibrian's respect with those right hands she landed early in this round.
Sibrian isn't being as offensive, but she just ate a counter right hand.
Yeah, now I also think Sibrian could see that Munguilla was baiting her in for another right hand as well.
Munguilla trying to counter Sibrian. Down the stretch of the 7th round.
Not a bad round for Munguilla.
No, not at all.
Well, Munguilla did pick up the pace in the second half of the fight in their first meeting, and she's starting to gain some steam here in the rematch.
Yeah, and she needs to. She needs to. And we said earlier in the fight, Sean was talking about how it was a cleaner first couple of rounds, but that changed quickly. And now it's becoming a grudge match. It's becoming a battle of attrition.
You're too lazy.
They're certainly going at each other.
I need you to jab. The only way you're going to beat this girl
And
is
later
completely
tonight,
shutting her out with your jab. Keep that jab
we
going.
see,
I don't need you to stop throwing that jab.
working on Brook
We burnt
Sibrian,
that out
our
for a
main
reason.
event.
I
It
need
is
you to throw
Badu
that shit like
Jack
you never
and
do it
Noah
again.
McKillian for the WBC Cruiserweight Championship
jabbing,
of the world.
she's gonna be
Badu
fooled by
Jack
it.
looking to
Flip
defend his
flip
ground
three.
tonight
This is
against
where
the man who he
use your brain.
bested back in May.
Set her up.
And Noah McKillian. McKillian looking to become a world champion yet again and avenge that defeat back in May that occurred in Saudi Arabia. Our main event later tonight. Round 8. This one's scheduled for 10 between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. Sean, through 7, how do you have it?
Well, my math is off. I think I got 4-3.
77, 75, 5.
So
4-3,
4-3.
yeah.
4-3. Yeah.
4-3 in favor of
4-3
Sibrian.
for Sibrian.
Well,
Close
that
fight.
tells us that the fight is tightening up as Munguilla utilizing her jab to start round 8.
Munguilla could possibly put something together late in this fight.
Oh, here she goes. She's trying to put the punches together here.
I tell you what I like about Munguilla. She's smart. Look at her. She's being defense first. She's being defense first, trying to get. I think she's trying to get the train going for Sibrian to kind of pull her in, bait her in, and then she's going to let her offense go.
Good stiff jab by Sibrian. Under a minute left here in the 8th.
Nice right hand there from Munguilla. Sharper, shorter. I think Sibrian, maybe it's fatigue. She was so busy that her punches are getting a little arm weary. And it's Munguilla's punches that are getting sharper. Or at least looking sharper now. She may have more energy.
Yeah, it's a wonder. Is this an actual adjustment, or is your
just
gas
Sibrian
tank
fading.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to fade a little bit. Or also the respect needed from Munguilla.
Munguilla's coming on strong, but she just ate a right hand from Brook Sibrian. Double jab.
And missing
back
those
comes
punches is
Munguilla.
not going to help Sibrian. Missing those punches.
Damn, that round went by quick.
Just like that. 2 rounds remain as we now dive into the championship rounds. It is for the vacant WBC Women's International Light Flyweight Championship. The winner of this matchup likely will catapult themselves into the top 5 contender rankings and likely will put themselves in line to challenge for a world title.
It comes quick for the women. It comes quick. You have to be ready. I like the adjustments that came from Sibrian as this fight started, but she's starting to fade away as this fight progresses. I have Munguilla winning the last
Always
round.
interrupt, okay?
Look at this, defense to offense. I love it. She blocked the punch, came right back. That's textbook.
Again, counter right there too.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little shorter, a little tighter with her punches all of a sudden, you know?
And I think Sibrian is also giving Munguilla a little bit more time to operate as well. Beautiful counters that round coming from Munguilla.
Oh, well,
I think she's taking control of this last couple of rounds.
Look at the atmosphere here at H. Mission Studios. VIP indeed. You can't get closer to the action than that. Beautiful couches indeed. They're enjoying this action with Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. And Munguilla firing off to start off the 9th round.
I'll tell you what, Sibrian fought very well at the beginning of this fight. It will be a shame if she starts to really continue to fall off like this and allow Munguilla to maintain the control that she has right now.
Good stiff jab by Sibrian to the body of Munguilla. But answering back is Munguilla.
Tell you another way we know that it's fatigue. Her punches are starting to waver a little bit as well.
Yeah,
They're not
pushing out instead of snapping.
There it is.
And it gives Munguilla a chance to punch back better because now she sees them more. You see, and the more Sibrian misses like that, the more tired she's going to get. Nice right hand up from Sibrian.
Nice right hand.
Sibrian started off so strong, and Munguilla, much like how she did in the first fight, is starting to come on strong like an avalanche.
What'd you say about the avalanche?
I said she's coming on strong like an avalanche. It's Gloria Munguilla. But Sibrian doubling up on that jab, utilizing that jab, but Munguilla steps in with the left hook.
Ray, avalanche in LA?
Colorado. And we got one now with Gloria Munguilla.
Yeah.
She has brought the avalanche, and she's picking up steam. Beautiful left hook by Munguilla. Overhand right by Sibrian.
Sibrian did okay second half of this round. Second half of this round, Sibrian had a decent round. She came back second half of this round, this Sibrian.
And that'll conclude the 9th.
That could be key.
One more round to go between Gloria Munguilla and Brook Sibrian. Both women have given their all. They have 2 minutes to go.
Safely. We weren't supposed to get here, but it's
120
okay.
seconds as we revisit the 9th round. We see that left hook by Sibrian.
Good round that was controlled early on by Munguilla. The end of this round, though, I really do believe that Sibrian could have possibly stolen this round. She really took control at the end of that round.
The 10th and final round. A rematch between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. This for the vacant WBC Women's International Light Flyweight Championship. The winner will likely cement their status in the top 5 contender rankings. Here we go as Munguilla unloading. Sibrian retaliating with the body shot. Uppercut by Munguilla. Back, they slug away. Stiff jab by Sibrian. Overhand
Nice overhand right there.
Nice right hand to the body by Sibrian.
Nice right hand, counter right hands coming from Munguilla.
Left hook to the body by Sibrian. Sibrian utilizing her jab. Munguilla looking to unload some offense of her own. Under a minute left. Chopping right hand by Munguilla.
Battle of attrition here, guys. Who's going to want it more?
Right.
Closing this round strong could be the key.
And Sibrian looks like she's planning on doing just that.
And neither of these women have gone 10 rounds before. This is their first 10-round voyage.
I'm going to say it right now, these girls might need a third fight to separate them. A rematch might not be enough.
No question about
Clash
it.
of heads.
Accidental clash of heads. Under 30 seconds remaining between Sibrian and Munguilla.
That match made in heaven kind of situation where, hey, we're not at the highest level, but we're able to do it against one another.
Yeah.
And this is why we do it, for entertainment.
They are going at it here in Southern California. Down the stretch we go. Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla.
Wow.
What a fight. A tremendous, sensational matchup between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla, as this incredible crowd here in Los Angeles were treated to an absolute barn burner. And the fans loving it. Fans, Sean, you know I'm going to put you on the spot. Your unofficial scorecard.
One more time.
Your unofficial scorecard.
Yeah, I mean,
Who do you give the fight to?
Who do you think I have winning this fight unofficially?
Who do I think?
Who do you think I have winning this fight?
I would say Munguilla, based on the fact that she came on strong in the second half of the fight.
Yeah, I have Sibrian winning this fight.
Oh, yeah, Sibrian winning the fight, not
think
Munguilla.
she finished strong.
Okay.
She kind of wavered at the end, but she finished strong. She ended up winning. I had her winning the last 2 rounds.
Paulie, who would you give the fight to? Sibrian?
That last round especially really made a big difference because it was a sort of a tale of 2 fights.
Yeah, I thought
half,
Sibrian
did
built
and
enough of a lead.
Munguilla came back, but Sibrian managed to make sure she held on late with that last round.
That 9th round, mad close.
Yeah.
Okay, so I either got it a draw or I got Sibrian winning by 1 round.
Let's look back at this matchup between Brook Sibrian and Gloria Munguilla. I tend to agree with you. I was just kind of thinking that with Munguilla coming on strong.
After 10 2-minute rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Martha Tremblay scores it 95-95, even a draw. Judge Jack Reese scores it 96-94. And Judge Carla Gaiz scores it 97-93. Both for your winner by majority decision. And now the women's WBC International Light Flyweight Champion, Mighty Brook Sibrian.
Sean Porter's scorecard was correct. Mighty Brook Sibrian avenged her loss against Gloria Munguilla. Victory number 9, and is now the WBC Women's International Light Flyweight Champion. What a moment for the 32-year-old residing in the Coachella Valley.
Hey, that was good. That was entertaining. Very fun to watch. I do believe that the right woman won tonight, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again nonetheless.
Yeah, but she's going to probably want to move on to a title shot or something,
Of course,
right?
of course.